When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Michigan's offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the...
There he goes! A stay. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going. Nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Marshall. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Clemson's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll go with a direct snap. Fakes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's a hit. Had to throw it before he wanted. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Makes the grab, and he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Finds a spot in the middle. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Takes a handoff. It's Marshall. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Toss to the outside. Across the 25, he's got room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Flips it out to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Got his man downfield.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got to
head into the end zone. Can't wide cross to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was. The challenge is and the timeout is gone. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
Just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Pitt is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. They've got to be loving this in the Steel City. They're up by 21 over Toledo. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They'll try to get outside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Booker. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The give to the back. There he goes. Still on his feet. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quarterback extends the play. It's complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Clemson.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Buys a little extra time. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's blunt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Clemson.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor.
And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
To the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
He's looking to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Clemson! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Makes the grab down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback on the keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that 2nd and 3.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Now he's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Gets open down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wolverines have this offense rolling.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute...
Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Touchdown, Michigan. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida Atlantic is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Boca for some time. They're up by 20 over FIU. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double-team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful. You absolutely cannot turn it over.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Finding an escape route. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, still looking. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west, because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So, nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Pressure coming. Extending the play. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Marshall. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Wolverines. Good spot here with second and short. Defense looks as if it's coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be third and long. From the gun, running back on the move. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. The give from the gun. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready.
Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. Right down the middle. Incomplete, and they had everything they wanted, and he just threw an awful pass. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Booker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
He got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called with just a single second left. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss, trying to burn this defensive back. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Clemson. And they're on top here in overtime.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple of years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Wolverines. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. It's blocked! A game-ending, game-winning blocked extra point in overtime. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Great. Yeah, right.
If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening. But we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA.